rising, good evening, good afternoon, greetings wherever you are, whatever time it is. It's pretty early now. Made myself a couple of raspberry leaf tea. This is raspberry leaf only. I want to talk to you guys with my puffy eyes, right? I've always had dark circles, guys, always. I can show you pictures of me primary school, high school. I've always had dark circles around my eyes. Even in my modeling days, when I used to walk around without makeup, I remember a friend saying to me, why don't you put on makeup? Why do you come on the road with makeup? I don't know. Makeup was just not something that I really thought about. That I didn't really think I needed it, so I just didn't use it much. But I think that kind of played on my my confidence a little bit, because after that I really started to wear a little bit more makeup. I remember one time I was also told that I should put in weave, and I would look better with some weave and so on. So I tried weave a couple of times, and yeah, I didn't like it. I remember I did this competition once, calendar girls competition, and I actually won the competition. But the time when we're shooting the calendar, I was encouraged to put this long weave in my hair, and I literally just put in the weave for the photo shoot and then took it out, because I was never really into that stuff. And this was when I had relaxed hair. So all my life I saw my mother with relaxed hair, and she was a hairdresser, but she had what you would call nice relaxed hair. It was healthy looking, and I liked how her hair looked. So in terms of an example of beauty around me, my mother, as natural as she was, not natural hair, but she didn't wear weaves or put in extensions. So that was my example. I didn't really see weaves around me. Anyway, how did I get here? I don't remember. What I want to talk about is what's going on with us today. Last week I posted some pictures of myself, and I got some comments about me looking old or looking strung out. And the old part never really offended me. I don't have a problem. I've never had a problem aging. I'm cool with aging. I know I'm gonna age. I look forward to aging as well, right? And aging naturally and normally. I don't want to age quicker than I'm supposed to age, but I'm almost 40, so I will never look the same as I did 15 years ago. It is impossible. But I still think I look damn good for my age. I know a lot of women, 40-year-old women my age. Matter of fact, just this morning I was looking at a woman who I know is around the same age as me, and I'm like, there's no way that this woman is 40 years old. What I think is happening is that people have become so used to women putting on 10 pounds of makeup, and this is one of the reasons why I think women should get rid of this damn drag queen makeup. Apart from the fact that it masculinizes us as black women, right? Because we are trying to look like the people who are trying to look like us, and in trying to look like us, they created this exaggerated look, and so now we've taken on this exaggerated look to be how a woman is supposed to look. It's not. That's drag queen makeup. And a lot of the reasons why black women have this makeup style is because gay men are doing our makeup for us. Gay men are doing our hair for us. We aren't even in control of our own beauty anymore, right? So how are we supposed to know who is man and who is woman? And I seriously think a lot of men are gonna sleep with men, not knowing that they're sleeping with men, because of this very thing. And also because a lot of men are getting caught up in these AI internet models, I remember going on a couple of pages and realizing that the women are not real. You know, a lot of them they have this mixed look. You know, this look that everybody is going for these days, that's what these women look like. But they're not real women. If you see the men in the comment section, trust me, they believe it's a real woman. And you know, it's what they desire. They want a woman that looks like that. But you know what's gonna happen? Men who are creating themselves into women are gonna copy those looks, and nothing are gonna get catch, because you don't know what a real woman looks like. You have forgotten what a real woman looks like, right? And I think that's what's happening a lot now with filters, makeup, and you know, these AI looking people. We're forgetting what real people look like. So when somebody reveals themselves without filter, without makeup, it's like, what's wrong with her? I look like a friggin' human being. What are you talking about? I look like a normal, regular, normally aging human being. Something is wrong with you all. And I will never, ever allow you to make me feel like I'm less because I am human, and because I live like a normal human and I love being a normal human. I don't like trying to adjust myself to this impossible perfection. I'm not trying to be that. I will never try to be that. I am comfortable in my skin. I'm comfortable as myself. Y'all caught up in this AI world, right? And this is exactly where they want you. They're exactly where they want you, in this virtual reality where you accept everything that is not real. And I'm telling you, if you people don't wake up and get out of that, they're going to control you. It's just, we're talking about the same very thing yesterday. I was having a conversation, I think it was with my brother, about the fact that people are getting so caught up in virtual reality now. You know, even on TikTok, people's main source of income now is TikTok. TikTok owns you, because if you don't make money on TikTok this month, you won't eat. What are you doing to be able to survive without this technology? Because this technology can shut down at any point in time. How will you live? I don't know where humanity is going, and we think that this is progress. We think that, you know, this is civilized. I'm sorry, this is backward to me. This is degenerate. It is not to preserve ourselves. It is not to preserve our mental health. It is not to preserve nature. It is not to preserve our ability to survive as humans. And what's gonna happen is that all the other species on this planet will survive, and we're gonna suffer. If we destroy nature, which we won't, because nature will destroy us before we destroy it, the earth will always survive. So even if she destroys us in trying to preserve herself, she will come back. She will renew. She will always renew. And that's why I'm not a climate change believer, because yes, the climate is changing. It's gonna always change. It has always changed, right? And things happen. Civilization just have to restart. It's always happened. Earth will never discontinue. I'm not really worried about it, but I think if we do want to continue this existence, we have to do better. We have to get back to reality. We need to stop and look back at what our ancestors did before. What civilizations were our ancestors thriving in before they were interrupted? They were interrupted by invaders who destroyed their civilizations. And they're there. The evidence is there of civilizations that were built by our ancestors, and they were thriving, they were growing in spirituality. They mastered this plane. We have to figure out what they did. But the problem with us is that we aren't going to these places to study ourselves and study our ancestors. But trust me, the white people, them a go. They are going. They go where ruins are. They go where everything ancient is. And they try to come up with explanations of what happened or why this happened, what they did. But a lot of the assumptions that they make don't even make sense. And because it's not their culture. How can they come and explain a culture that they didn't come from? It's not even in your DNA. How can you explain it? I'm sorry, I don't respect anthropologists. Yes, they've given us some answers to some things, but there are some things that they just really cannot answer because it's not their culture, it's not in their DNA. And when we see certain things in our culture, immediately as we see it as African people, we know it. We know what it is about, right? But it only takes an awareness of self to really understand that. You have to know who you are. You have to always keep that at the forefront of your mind. I'm an African. This is my history. This is mine. This came from my people. And the memory will come back to you. It is in your DNA. You don't have to go and ask a white man to explain to you who your ancestors were and what they did. We have to get back to that because this civilization is free. This civilization is death. We're living in a death culture. We think that it's normal. The way how men live, the way how women live, the way how we're raising children. We think that this is normal. None of it is normal. We live with a bag of gadgets. I'm trying to get rid of all of the technology that I have around. I don't want to have too much technology around me. I try to limit my gadgets. I try to limit my dependence on technology, my dependence on these gadgets as much as I can. My intention is to open a store. The online store will still be there, but I prefer if I just have a space where people can just come and buy my products. And if you know where it is, and word of mouth will get it around and people will come. And if you're abroad, you have to come to Jamaica to buy it. Even though the US money is nice, making US dollars on the website is very nice, but I don't want to become dependent on that. I don't want to become dependent on the technology to survive. And so that for me is my desire. I want to live a life. This is going all over the place anyway, but I just want to live a life that I can take care of myself, I can take care of my family, I can take care of my community, I can take care, I'm comfortable enough. I have everything that I need, right? And I don't live in any scarcity. That is it. I don't want to live in scarcity. But I don't want to be dependent so much on capitalism. I don't want to be dependent so much on anything. I don't want to be dependent on anything. I think one of the most intelligent things a human can do is figure out how to survive and thrive naturally without dependence on any oppressive system. And that is my goal. That's a goal for me, and that is what I will teach my children. How to live and thrive and survive. If you want to go and get educated, no problem. If you want to open your businesses, no problem. But in case that doesn't work out, in case this system doesn't last, how will you survive it? Are you afraid of the dark? Can you prepare your food without having the fridge stocked, or you know, having a kitchen, or having all of the perfect situations? Can you survive without that? Can your mental health survive not having technology? Can your mental health survive not having my battery died and then I was interrupted. I don't even remember where I was, but I'm just gonna close out this video because I've said a lot. Didn't really plan for it to be this long, and I want it to go up tomorrow, Saturday. So I have some other videos that I've shot, but I'm not ready to release them yet. So next week and the following week. So I really didn't have any content that I wanted to put out this week, but I just wanted to come on and give this quick word. We have to get out of virtual reality and back to realness, and that's why it's so important to stay grounded. You know, do some grounding so you realize what it means to be living, what it means to be a human being, what it means to be a part of Earth. And a lot of people aren't connecting to nature because there isn't a lot of nature around. You go outside and you look and you see all of, or advancement is what you see, advancement. And you know, you don't see any nature. You have to actually go and look for nature, or if you create nature around you. You know, that's why I love to have plants around me. I love to, you know, on the inside, I always make sure that nature is around me somehow. I'm seeing life. It keeps you grounded. It keeps you in check. It keeps you in check of reality. So I think a lot of you need that. I think a whole lot of you need that. You are blinded by what they say. I realize that a lot of you are shopping on my website. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. I appreciate the love. And I'm glad that you are enjoying the products as well. My intention is to keep on creating, you know, and keep on putting out good products that will help you on your journey to staying well and balanced, self-acceptance, self-love, self-awareness, and people don't realize how much self-care has to do with that. I'm glad to be a part of your journey in any type of way. If you haven't yet, visit the website and check out some of the amazing products that are on there. Also, don't forget to check out my podcast. I've been trying to consistently post every week on time on Tuesdays, and I post another video on Saturdays. Or wait, the podcast goes up on Tuesday, I put it on YouTube on Wednesday, and then I do a video like this on Saturday. So also, you guys, please subscribe. I know how it goes. YouTube will put content in your feed that you watch regularly, so you don't really have to subscribe. Because that happens to me all the time. Content comes to me that I'm not subscribed to, and I literally have to say I'm not interested to not see it, but they keep sending these content to me. I don't know why. Some things I'm not even interested in, but if you are interested, subscribe. It helps to build the channel. It helps with the growth, and you know, yeah, I want my channel to grow. Right, it's been growing though, you know, like seriously, last month I think I got 100 subscribers in 1 month. That's pretty freaking good. And in 1 year, without consistently posting, 1,600 subscribers I received in 1 year since last year November. So I think that's pretty good. So when we get consistent, my goal is to get to 20,000 by June, and I know that's possible. So a lot of you that aren't subscribed, just subscribe. All right, just subscribe. Might as well. You are always here, why not subscribe? And also click the notification bell so you know when I post. Right, I realize that There are some people who open the videos by notification, but it's not that many. So we want to increase those numbers, you know. As I said, the camera is a Canon 80D. It not pay for itself yet. YouTube's supposed to pay for it, and I'm determined to pay myself back for this camera. For listening to me rant this morning, even with all of the background noise and all of that, I hope it still sounds good. Thank you for watching, and we will link up in the next video. All right, take care of yourself.